And good morning all. Day 12. Yeah, didn't do as much as I wanted to yesterday. Wasn't overly impressed with it. But then got to this campsite here, winter house barn camping. Bumped into the northern Pennine Way, and yeah, we had a really good chat about, like, he's done it before, so it's quite a bit of an expert in what I've got coming up and stuff like that. In fact, I say I've done it before, I think he's done it a couple of times. So today, got up early, half an hour down to my body clock. Had a lazy-ish pack up, but then the inside of my tent was absolutely soaking wet through condensation. In fact, it's still wet now. But at least I've got up, I've had 2 cups of coffee, I've had some breakfast, I'm packed, I'm fresh, and yeah, let's go. So today, what should have been a short day, is turning into a bit of a longer day from the miles that I'm adding on yesterday. So what should have been about 9 is going to be just under 16, probably end up being 17. And yeah, the big hill that I didn't tackle at the end of yesterday is the first thing I'm doing today. But I'm off early. Managed to leave at 20 to 7. Said it should take 7 hours, 10 minutes. It won't. It'll take a lot longer than that. But to say that I'm not meeting Kev until about 6 p.m. Got all the time in the world. The sun's trying to break through. I think the weather's going to be a little bit of the same as it were yesterday. So the temperature's supposed to be the same. Let's hope it's not as muggy. Threatening some rain at about midday. So, you know, whether that's a nice thing or not, who knows. But we'll see. So yeah, so far, feeling great. Feeling more motivated. Pumped. And yeah, wow. Look at that. That's awesome, that. Two and a half miles in. I can't say it's been necessarily hard walking, but I've been finding it a struggle, so I need to get out of my own head and yeah, keep ploughing on. I know I've got all day to do it, but still no excuse to be going slow. Yeah, the sun keeps coming out and then disappearing. So look at the views. I think that haze over there is where I'm heading now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop shortly and take this mid layer off. As much as I'm enjoying the hood. Because yeah, I'm starting to get a bit warm. So come on, let's keep going. I'm certainly walking in the fog now. As I'm walking, you can just see it going over the path. A few birds cheeping, I'm not sure if you can hear that. Don't know what sort of birds, just birds. And it's kind of eerie, but not too scary. And in the distance there is my first sight of Pennine Reservoir. Another reservoir, like I said, Pennine Reservoir, that's looking quite empty. We could do with some rain, but can we just wait till after Sunday? Yeah, well, definitely on a closer look, it certainly is dry. And after stopping to get some snacks, I set off again, all uphill. As you can see, the reservoir in the distance. I rang up one of my friends whilst they were having something to eat, and they started spitting, so I started tagging up. I'd heard that there were some rain on its way, and the front of my phone says there's a thunderstorm warning, so shit the bed. But as soon as I start setting off, absolutely roasting away. And then when I looked more in depth, it's probably not going to rain now till about 4 o'clock. So hopefully I'll be able to get into Hebden Bridge without being scathed. So waterproof's off. I'll keep the rain jacket on. Can't be bothered to take the trousers off, even though I can feel my legs starting to sweat. And yeah, let's keep trudging on. And for you, Chris, let's see what we can see. Doing quite a bit of decent walking at the moment. Again, this is why I shouldn't focus on the elevation too much, because this part I'm supposed to be like walking up a big hill. And to be fair, like, I think I'm heading over there. But by the look of it, it's just long, slow gradient. It's not absolutely smashing it up the hill. But yeah, getting a bit of pace on. Decent path, decent degree of angle, and yeah, got some decent tunes on, so all's good. Well, I've made it to Top Withens, so I think I'm going to have a look around, but while I'm doing that, I'm going to drop my bag, take my tent out, somehow attach it to my bag, and let it blow in this wind a bit, because it was so wet from condensation from last night. There wasn't any rain, but it was absolutely soaking, so a nice windy hilltop. It's a perfect situation to get some air through it. I was speaking to a guy on day 3 just outside Bellingham, and yeah, I think he was telling me about this place. So a little place with a roof on, bench on, there's a door, not sure if it stays shut, but you can put your rucksack up there. But in a pinch, if you were caught short, you'd be keeping in there for definite. I'm just a bit worried that it's going to be a massive gust of wind and I'm going to end up snapping one of my poles. So let's be quick. I love walking around old ruins. You're trying to get a little sense of how it used to look. I'm guessing that the ground has been filled in or has been raised, especially as the door's all the way down there. And yeah, there's certain holes in the walls that'll tell you where the floor joists were. But yeah, good power of imagination, trying to work it all out. It's like I'm guessing that little hole there, and that little hole there, and that little hole there, they used to be doorways. So that high point there is Withings Height. So you can see where Wuthering Heights comes from. And now it's slightly drizzling. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. If it gets any heavier, I'm going to have to stop and tog up. But as it's like this, I think I'll just leave it at the moment. But yeah, all my waterproofs to hand, ready for a quick change. It's not something you see very often. Say there was just a guy in an high-vis, sat in the middle of the mall with an umbrella. To be fair, I've seen somebody with another high-vis and he was saying, yeah, that's his mate. And they've been coming up here since May or March. And I think they're spending a couple of hours every day in different places, documenting the birds. So, yeah, they said they've seen all the birds of prey come in, and all the birds of prey mating, and then disappearing for a bit, and then, yeah, all the younger birds are flying off now, so it's been certainly worth it. But yeah, what a job. And in the distance there, I'm not sure if you can see it, is the upper, middle and lower Walshaw reservoirs. And as I keep saying, that one's looking low as well. Still not as impressive, I don't think, as Derwent and Ladybower. So, in the last 5 minutes, I've bumped into a northbounder who had kind of been in touch with a guy I was sharing the campsite with yesterday. And he's been told to look out for a guy going southbound with a big beard who's on the Facebook group. So, it's almost like I'm famous. And I've just been chatting to this cool guy called Jeremy, who said he just started a couple of days ago. So he had to wait around yesterday for a care package that were covered to the post office, and it didn't turn up till 2:30, which is a bit of a bummer. But now we've just had some, really good, wholesome chat, full of smiles, and felt really, really good. So, just leaving the reservoirs now. I think there's about 6 miles till Hebden. And somewhere along the way, about 100 metres off the track, is a shop that a few people have recommended going to. It's kind of like a pit stop shop, and got all this camping gear in. And to be fair, I've got time, so I might as well pop in. I'm just having a nice little walk down past this stream, or brook, or I never know the difference. But yeah, it's quite pleasant, quite quaint. I did put the sticks away and had to get them back out because as soon as I was coming down, took a little bit of a slip on a rock and stayed on my feet, but warning shots, so too close now to be damaging myself, too close to the end. So nice little bit of uphill coming, hopefully it's not that bad, so let's get it cracked out. Looking like another very, very dry reservoir again. Just over 2 miles now. I'll tell you something, I'm looking forward to seeing Kev. This walking on your own business is starting to get a bit monotonous. And listening to a bit of radio at the moment, which seems to be making me a bit more chipper, and I don't know, because they put news on, I feel more in contact with the real world. So yeah, just 2 more inclines to do. Hopefully they're not very big inclines. And then I'll be nipping down into Hebden Bridge. I think Kev is going to be anywhere between an hour and a half before he gets to me. So I'm meeting him at a co-op. I'll go pick up some snacks and some little treats, and then maybe go and find a pub nearby. Go and have a pint waiting for him. That's going to be the plan. Don't know if you can see in the back there, we're just leaving May's Farm Shop. Little shop that's 50 metres off the Pennine Way, and got everything you want for these hikers. Plus, I don't know, board games, magazines. Do you want a whole box of cereal? So yeah, it's like an old-fashioned corner shop, but kind of in the middle of nowhere. I suppose there is a few houses round, but yeah, you're not popping out for a bottle of milk to it. So overgrown. Certainly standing the test of time, this bridge. I've got a very scary feeling that on top of the hill is where we're heading tomorrow. Maybe not though. But at least I'll have Kev with me for moral support. Well, just reached the last peak, I suppose, of today. Yeah, it's been another, I suppose, mentally tough one. Like I said, I'll just be grateful for the company. It's been very muggy again. It did drizzle earlier on, so I put the rain jacket on, and I've not took it off because, yeah, it's been threatening to rain pretty much all afternoon, and there's supposed to be thunderstorm warning. And the last time I looked, it's like from about now, if not a bit earlier, to Saturday. So yeah, it'd be nice to drag somebody else out in the rain and we'll both get piss wet through. But yep, 1 more mile to go. And all downhill. Literally all downhill. Let's go smash this out. Filled the cows in. Lovely colour. 2 calves near the path. They see me coming. They get up and they leg it. And then all the rest of the cows that were laid down jump to the hooves, and they kind of like stand to, staring at me. Like, hey, come on, calm down, ladies. And yeah, even the bull, they weren't bothered. In fact, took a nice picture of him. And yeah, then the bull was knocking one of the heifers out of the way. Like, get me in the picture, get out of shot. So yeah, all good. Well, this is a pretty thing. So peaceful. I won't say many people are visiting these graves, but they are well maintained. Spin round. 300 feet of this slip and slide. I put one pole away and had to get it back out again. I'd almost slipped about, well, I did slip about 5 times, and yeah, proper careful, proper sketch. A bridge, a Hebden Bridge. Who would have thunk it? Well, I know where I'm supposed to be meeting Kev. I know where I'm supposed to be coming off the trail. I just didn't realise it were a half an hour walk in between. But at least it's street walking, so I can get a bit of a pace on. But bang goes the idea of a cheeky pint. Oh, it's a good job that after we've had something to eat, we're going to the pub. So yeah, kind of perfect timing. And that ends another day. So I've met up with Kev. We're stopping at one of Kev's colleagues' houses. Look at that, absolutely beautiful house. Really stunning inside. I've had a shower, I'm feeling fresh. And yeah, now I'm gonna get some home cooked food. Oh, and then maybe even call for a pint afterwards. Could life get better? So yeah, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Please get a like. And yeah, there's still time if you fancy supporting me, and if you do, you can donate to Edale Mountain Rescue, and I'll put the link down in the description. So yeah, just 3 more days left. I think there's about 38 miles left to cover. I've got company, good days are coming. Yeah, until tomorrow, Bulmarie, hooroo.